It's the end of the week, it's the last day. It's Friday, and I'm chilling with this glass, so it's okay. It's Friday, we've got lots to learn, hip hip hooray. Good morning, friends. It's so great to see you on this fabulous Friday. I can't wait to learn a lot with you. Alrighty, friends, we are going to go ahead and jump right on into it. Up on the screen now is the text that we are going to be zooming in on today. We're going to continue our practice with building a strong understanding of the main idea of the text. And I was thinking to myself, what is one of the ways that I can build a really strong understanding of the text? And one of the things that I was thinking about that I can do is that there are some questions that I can ask myself when I am reading. So based on the text in front of you, what questions should we ask ourselves? Did you also get character problem solution and lesson learned? Me as well. So onto the side of our screen, we're going to go ahead and think about those questions while we begin to read. Now, I heard from Miss Gannon that you guys have been doing a little vocabulary challenge, and this fits in perfectly to the practice that we've been doing with context clues. So the vocabulary word that we are looking for today is rising. Now, just like we would do in an ELA lesson, if you see the word rising today while we're reading, I want you to pause the video and jot down the context clues that you see in the paragraph that help you identify what the word rising means in context. There's going to be a little challenge box in the exit ticket today, and for rising and any other unknown words that you see, if you can identify the unknown word and a context clue that helps you find the definition, I will give you a little extra something, maybe an extra point or two, and it'll be a little extra fun challenge for you. So if you can do that, head over to the exit ticket and make sure you're marking those down. Let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, you guys. So one of the ways that I, as a good reader, like to think about a text is I actually like to break the text down and chunk the text into smaller groups. So we're actually going to practice doing that now. So up on your screen is the first paragraph. We're going to read through the first paragraph, and we're going to think about those thinking jobs the whole time. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Todd's family was good at sports. His dad was great at golf. Todd's mom won an award for tennis when she was younger. Todd's older sister played on the school basketball team last year. Even Todd's younger brother was a rising basketball star. All the while I am thinking to myself, who are the characters, and is there a problem, solution, or a lesson learned? Based on the first question, who are the characters, I want you to pause the video now and make an annotation. Go ahead. All right, you guys, welcome back. My annotation is up on the side of the screen. I wonder if we got something similar. What did you guys think to yourself about while you were reviewing this paragraph and making an annotation? I thought about the characters that I noticed in the story. So my annotation says, Todd's family is good at sports. Everyone plays a different sport. Notice how my annotation is kind of aligned with the thinking job that I was asking myself in that first paragraph. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to the second paragraph. All right, friends, before we continue reading paragraph 2, did anyone find the word rising in paragraph 1? I noticed the word rising too. I saw it at even Todd's younger brother was a rising baseball star. Now, you guys have been such super sleuths with context clues. Again, my push for you is in our exit ticket today is a little spot for you to identify the word rising and what you think it might mean in this context. So let me know. And in the start of my video on next Tuesday, we're going to be going over what rising means in context. So let me know once you figured it out, and we're going to go over it together next Tuesday, so stay tuned. With that being said, we are going to jump right into paragraph 2. Todd wasn't athletic like the rest of his family, though. He was not good at sports. Todd tried all of the sports his family played, but he just wasn't good at any of them. One evening, Todd sat alone on his porch while his family was at his brother's basketball game. Todd thought about how he felt. When his family got home from the game, his brother said he won the game for the whole team. Todd sighed. He could never do anything like that. All right, friends, at this point, I want you to pause the video and make some annotations for yourself, thinking back to those thinking jobs that we jotted about at the beginning of this lesson. All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, friends, I'm wondering what thinking job you used to help you with this annotation. Now that we're back, I actually started to think about what I was noticing in this paragraph. That was actually that Todd was feeling kind of sad because he's not good at sports like the rest of his family. And I noticed that that actually connected to what I think the problem might be in this story. So I actually used the thinking job thinking about what problem was in the story to help me make this annotation. So I'm wondering if you got the same annotation that I did. All right, friends, with that being said, we are going to move on to paragraph 3. And just like last time, with paragraph 3, we're going to chunk that text, and I'm going to read it out loud, and then you guys are going to pause the video and make those annotations. All right, friends, paragraph 3. Todd's mother could see that Todd was upset. Everyone gathered around. Todd told his mother that he felt like he didn't fit in with his family. He wished he could succeed at sports just like the rest of his family. Todd's mother reminded him about how he scored the highest grade on his reading test. Then his father said that he was proud of Todd for performing so well in the school play. Todd's brother and sister added that they thought he was a champ for winning the school spelling bee. All right, friends, go ahead and pause the video now and make those annotations at the side, thinking back to those thinking jobs you set for yourself earlier. Alrighty, friends, what thinking job did you use to help you make this annotation? I was thinking about how there had been kind of a problem that I noticed earlier with Todd feeling really sad. And as I was reading through this, I noticed that his family started to help him out, which I think might be leading up to a solution. So my annotation says Todd's family reminds him of all of the ways he's successful, like getting good grades and performing shows. And one thing I want to note for you is that my annotation is actually coming directly from the things that I underlined, right? Originally, it says that Todd's upset, and then I have underlined that mom reminds him of how he scored the highest grade, and dad tells him how he's proud, and that his siblings tell him that he is a champ, and that is directly related to what I made in my annotation. So my annotations are really helpful because they actually kind of collect the thinking that I'm doing while I'm reading and underlining, okay? All right, friends, we're going to continue on to paragraph 4. All right, friends, let's go ahead and read paragraph 4 together. Todd thought about what his family said. He'd been so busy thinking about the things he couldn't do that he didn't think about the things that he could do. Todd smiled and thanked his family. He was happy to know that his family was proud of him. All right, friends, pause the video now and make your annotation off to the side. All right, friends, now that you've had a chance to make your annotation, let's go ahead and review it together. So the annotation that I have for this one says, Todd realized his family was proud of all of the things that he could do. And this connected for me with the solution to the problem. Earlier, Todd was feeling really sad and bummed out because he felt like he wasn't good at anything that his family was good at. But his family helped him to see how he was actually really talented and that he should be proud of himself too. All right, you guys, so now that we've come up with our annotations, I want to start thinking about ways that we can organize these key details, these important points, our annotations, to help us come up with the main idea. Now, I know as a good reader that the key details all kind of build together to help me come up with my best understanding or strongest understanding of the main idea. So up on the screen now, you'll notice I have 2 different graphic organizers. One of them looks a lot like what Miss Gannon has used with you guys in the past, and another is my little ice cream analogy. I like to think about ice cream kind of stacking up on top of each other, all supported by the main idea. So all of the different flavors of ice cream kind of combine to make one really strong ice cream cone. So up on, in just a minute, what I want you guys to do is I want you to take just a minute and draw on your paper a graphic organizer to help you sort of organize your thoughts, organize your annotations in a way that makes sense to you, that helps you to come to an understanding of what you think the main idea might be. All right, go ahead and do that now. All right, friends, now that we're back, you'll notice up on the screen is my sort of example, my organizer of the different key points that I noticed throughout in my 4 different annotations, right? In the beginning, Todd's family is super good at sports and everybody plays a different sport except for Todd. Todd feels kind of bummed out, kind of sad that he isn't good at sports like the rest of his family. But then all of his family kind of reminds him of the ways that he is successful, that he is special, like getting good grades and performing in shows. And then finally, he realizes that his family is proud of him for all of the things that he does. And then he feels really happy and proud of himself. So, what I want to think about is all of these things kind of combined together. What is that telling me what the main idea of this story is, right? What is the lesson learned in this story? So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to that main idea jot. Keeping in your back of your brain what kind of big idea you notice throughout all of your annotations. I want you to take a minute now and go ahead and complete your main idea jot. When we come back together, we are going to talk about kind of the different ideas that we had and the lesson learned. All right. All right, you guys, nice work. Let's go ahead and review our main idea jot. So the character in the story is Todd and Todd's family. Now, everybody in Todd's family is super good at sports except for Todd, and that makes him feel like he really doesn't fit in because he's not good at sports and he's not athletic. Todd's family, in the end of the story, reminds him that he is super talented in other ways and that they're really proud of him. And what I came to the conclusion of was that the lesson learned is that while it can be difficult to be really proud of yourself when you compare to others, instead, if you celebrate your accomplishments and theirs, you'll feel a little bit better. And we want to celebrate different people differently because we're all different and growing in different ways. All right, friends, with that being said, it is time to move on to your exit ticket. So we are going to just quickly review, use your main idea jot to answer the following questions that are going to come up on the screen. Don't forget to submit your exit ticket to me through the Google form that is linked below. And as a little special something, on Tuesday of next week, I'm going to review one of the questions from your exit ticket this time. All right, you guys, it was super fun to hang out with you on this Friday. I will see you guys on Tuesday to review a couple of the questions from today's exit ticket. Anyways, I miss you guys so much and I love you and I can't wait to hear from you. Bye.